Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor at M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. Here's the scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. On the return, it's Ted Ginn Jr. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Brees. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Zadarius Smith in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Got it. On 8.
Working from the gun, it's Brees. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Carr. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game, getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. So Brees going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and feeling to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On second down, Kamara. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. Alvin Kamara really settling into the league in his second season. And, of course, he came out of Tennessee, but not a lot of people remember he started at Alabama.
He did and got caught in that big mix of running backs at Bama. And they like those bigger, thicker runners, those guys who can break down defenses through the middle. Alvin Kamara ended up leaving Alabama, going to a junior college for a while. I believe he went to Hutchinson Junior College before matriculating in Tennessee and finding his way to the NFL, where he is now a star.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for 15 and a first. Brees leaves this one with Kamara. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. On second down, here's Brees. Looking downfield for Dez. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Dez Bryant, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
Help me out, partner. Was that incomplete?
That was on a deep ball to Dez.
And that's a surprise. The way he attacks the football in the air, it's always surprising to me when he doesn't complete a pass like that.
Here's Brees. And this is going to be incomplete. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, there in coverage.
So we have to remember, this offensive unit, they've been off for the last 2 weeks. Had an open week, and so it might take them a little while to get back into rhythm. I know they worked hard to try and get past that in practice, but practice isn't game speed.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. Needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a first down. And now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, first and 10. On first down, they're going option left. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you called it the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. They'll come up now on a second and long after the hold. Jackson from the shotgun. Caught by Snead over the middle. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and they're going to be staring at a third and long here.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Detroit, Detroit.
From the gun, Jackson. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Now it's Ginn. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
Breeze now. Being chased out left. Looking long for top. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off by the safety, Eric Weddle. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Thomas, the intended target.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Here's Breida. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They'll roll him out right. And that is incomplete here.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
The line to gain is the 33 on third down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Leopard!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd down, there's the option going left. He'll grab 3 yards on the play, taking it himself for the 1st down.
And what a weapon to have when you can use your quarterback as a short yardage runner and pick up 1st downs.
Jackson on 1st down, throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll lose yardage here, knocked back to the 19-yard line.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Detroit!
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. His throw caught at about the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Mark Andrews, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Saints coming out now to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the 1st half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The veteran Eric Weddle there to break that one up.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Breeze. He'll let it fly in the direction again. He's got a man complete. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. It's a big play there for the Saints. 45 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Throwing on 1st down is Breeze. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Now a pitch out to Kamara. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Terrell Suggs in on the tackle. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You foresee incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On third down, here's Kamara. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Call it a gain of 5. Fourth down now.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
On fourth down, off goes Drew Brees, and on comes the Saints kicker, Will Lutz, for the field goal attempt. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good. Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. And now here come the Ravens. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes. And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball. And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a third down. And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level. From the gun on third down, Jackson. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Baltimore after this.
No, Jack, Patriot!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays. Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Now it's Jackson, and he's taken down here by the Saints. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source. You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end? It was somebody like you. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure. Here's Jackson on third and long. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag. No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. How does the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here? And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something? You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half.
managing risk. This is a big decision here.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. Breeze now on 1st down. Bryant with a catch right side. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Breeze. He's going to sling this deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. A first opportunity upcoming in the red zone for the Saints. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. Again, it's Breeze. Now Breeze wants the football, and the Ravens have got it. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. And now he'll tuck it and run. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we're at halftime here in the Inner Harbor with the hometown Ravens on top, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
3rd quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Black 99 Philly, here we go. Detroit! Detroit!
They run again with Breida. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Caught right side, it's Snead. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. So that throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, Jackson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way, lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he gets it down to the 32. Only 3 there on the screen. It's second down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Dancing to his left. Space to run past the 20. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain. They go play action here on first down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it's a second down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. From the gun, Jackson. And it's caught. Well, they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. The offense on third down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. Now it's Jackson. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. It's the fullback, his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens will add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And that one results in 35 yards. Breeze now on first down. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. From midfield, here's Breeze. He sets to fire deep. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make the play on the football.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Breeze going to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off the game.
Right back to him on first down. It's a foot race. 20, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Tucker with the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have